Okay, thank God.
Tell the king what witness my God glory.
Oh my God, we nearly got absolutely crushed by this dude who like discarding his own cards. Hello everybody and welcome back to another Magic the Gathering Arena video. Today we are looking at more Alchemy. Since we did mono white last time and it worked out pretty well, what I've decided to do today is go for mono green. We're going to do a series of all the mono colours in Alchemy just to see which one I could build the best for a bit of fun. Why not? Mono colours is fun. It tends to be aggressive apart from maybe one colour which we won't mention on this channel, but we'll try that as well. And yeah, I wanted to like play around with some of the like rampy green stuff that we've got in Alchemy. So let's just talk through the deck from the bottom up. So the idea of this deck really is to get lots of forests onto the battlefield and then hit them with Nissa. So Alchemy of Bamboo Groves is a 1-costing 1/1 spirit. When it enters the battlefield, when we put a land card from our hand onto the battlefield tapped. So it lets us ramp if we have extra lands in our hand. Now we're only playing 25 lands, which is quite low for Alchemy of Bamboo Groves, but bear with me as we go through the rest of the deck. 3. Azusa's Many Journeys. This is a 2-costing saga. It does, you may play an additional land this turn. Even more chance to put extra lands onto the battlefield. Chapter 2, you gain 3 life, very important against the mono red meta of Alchemy and against Rakdos. And then chapter 3, we get a 3/3 Likeness of the Seeker, which is when it becomes blocked, untap 3 lands you control. It rarely comes into play. 2, Jaheira, Harper, Emissary. The reason we're playing Jaheira is she is a 2/3. She has hexproof from artifacts and enchantments, meh, but she can specialise green to become Jaheira Merciful Harper, which is a 3/4. When she specialises, we destroy 1 artifact or enchantment and gain 4 life. That flexibility is actually really valuable in a deck where we could have extra forests in our hand, as we'll come to in a minute, because we could specialise with a forest rather than one of our green creatures. It gives us something to do with our extra forest, but also if we're struggling against mono red, this is really good because they'll often have a command if it's Kakazan or a mechanized warfare down, and then we're going to gain 4 life and kill that enchantment. It's a huge swing against that type of deck, and we could do this on turn 3, and we end up with a 3/4 blocker. It's really nice against enchantments deck, which does exist as well in Alchemy. So yeah, we're running a 2 of this, and also it's just a 2/3 blocker. It's a good little body to put in the way of the mono red players. Moving on, we are running 3 of Jukai Liberator. The reason for this is this card is really good. This is a 3-costing 3/3 Snake Ninja with Ninjutsu 2, and when it deals combat damage to a player, choose land or non-land. Seek a permanent of the chosen kind. So if we're lacking land, we can search up land. If we've got loads of land, we can search up a non-land. This is one of the reasons I think we only need 25. This and the fact that we're running Forceful Cultivator, which I'm just going to skip a little bit ahead to. This is the 4-costing Snake Shaman 2/3 Mythic. This spell costs 2 less to cast if there are no land cards in your hand. So if we happen to have this and one of these 2 in our hand at the start, if we've got extra lands, these will be effective. If we are short of lands, this will be effective. In other words, we're covering both of our bases by running this, this and this. This is just really nice for ramping. It's a 2/3 body, really good, especially if we play it on turn 2. And ramping, putting additional forests onto the battlefield is the name of the game because of Nissa. What else are we running at 3? Cemetery Prowler. This is a 3-costing 3/4 Wolf with Vigilance. When it enters the battlefield or attacks, exile a card from a graveyard. Spells we cast cost 1 less to cast for each card type they share with cards exiled with Cemetery Prowler. A couple of things on this card. A, the reason I included this is that we need ways of getting stuff out of graveyards. And Atraxa Reanimate is still a big thing in Alchemy as it is in Standard, but in Alchemy they have Crucius to discard it as well. So there's all sorts of reanimation things going on. There's all sorts of graveyard decks going around. Mono Blue, for example, is another thing where getting rid of stuff out of the graveyard is good. Not only that, but being able to ramp ourselves with this card can actually be useful, particularly because if Alchemy of Bamboo Groves is killed, this is an enchantment and a creature. If we exile that with Cemetery Prowler, it can make all of our creatures and our enchantments cheaper. Now note, this one can't be made cheaper, but this one can. So there's a nice little like extra interaction in the sense that this has 2 types to it. But it's a small thing, but it's worth noting. 2 Polukranos Reborn. This is the 4/5 Reach Legendary Hydra. We could pay 6 and 2 life because we don't have any white sources in the deck, and transform this into a 6/6 Reach lifelink. It doesn't come up that often. The main reason we're playing this is it's a great 4/5 blocker against mono red. It blocks the Phoenix chicks. It blocks the other Phoenix that's just come out. It's a 4/5, so it's pretty good defensive qualities. It's just out of the range of things like Mortal Impact and Methods Enthusiasm. And also we can turn it into a lifelinker later if we need to, which can be also very useful. Having Reach is very nice. This is where the deck starts to get fun and play with some of the new Phyrexia cards. Tribute to the World Tree. Now I didn't really manage to make this work very much in Standard, but in Alchemy this is going to work for us. So this is the new 3-costing, 3 green enchantment from the March of the Machine set. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, draw a card if its power is 3 or greater. Otherwise, put 2/1/1 counters on it. Now, this are all going to have 1/1 counters put on them. Everything else is going to draw us cards if it's a creature, which is very, very strong. The other nice interaction is between Tribute and Azusa. If we play Azusa on turn 2, we play Tribute on turn 3. At the start of turn 4, Azusa will be turning into a 3/3 creature, drawing us a card and giving us a 3/3 body. Very nice. If you add to Azusa, like turn 3, like get a 3/3 and draw a card, it starts to sound really darn good. So yeah, there's a lovely little sort of playthrough pattern going on here. We're running 1 Doomskar Warrior from the new set. This is the 4-costing human warrior, 4/3, backup 1, trample. When it does combat damage to a player or battle, look at that many cards from the top of your library, reveal a creature or land, put it into your hand. This is there just because I want to try out one of them in the deck. Putting extra lands out could be useful to us. Putting out extra creatures could be useful to us. Giving something trample could be useful to us. There's lots of little ways where this could be useful, as this, and this all don't have trample. So if on turn 3 we're forced to hardcast any of these, putting a 1/1 on it, letting us attack with it, trample through, draw some cards, could be very helpful. Now, where does the deck really pick up? Vorinclex. This is the beast that's going to make mono green in Alchemy work. This is the 5-costing Phyrexian Praetor from the new set. It's a 6/6 trample reach. When it enters the battlefield, you search your library for up to 2 forest cards. Reveal them, put them into your hand, then shuffle. 2 forest cards. Very nice with Azusa, very nice with Cami, as we could put both of them onto the battlefield if the next turn. Pay 8, transform it, you get the Grand Evolution. Mill 10, put 2 creature cards onto the battlefield, distribute 7 1/1s, and force all your stuff to fight stuff. Very, very solid card. It pulls you the forests that lets you play Nissa. If you play Vorinclex on turn 7, you will be playing Nissa for full 7 loyalty, which is very, very powerful. 2 Defiler of Vigor. It is just basically a freaking destroy magnet. We're not basing our deck around Defiler of Vigor, but if they leave this around, it is going to cause them some chaos, right? This is just one of those cards that I feel like if you build around it and they destroy it, your deck just fails. We're not building around this here. We're just including it as an extra turn 5 threat. That all of our things here, look, all of these are permanents, so everything's going to trigger its ability. We notice we have 0 instants and sorceries in this deck. We have absolutely no proper interaction for creatures. We have some interaction for artifacts and enchantments with all these cards, but yeah, we got no instants and sorceries. This is an absolute powerhouse in the deck. At the top end, as I said, our win con, Nissa Ascended Animist. This is a 7-costing Planeswalker. The reason I say 7 rather than 5 and a Phyrexian is that what we are trying to do with this deck in our game plan is to put as many of these creatures onto the battlefield as possible. By these creatures, this is a creature effectively. This is the only thing in our deck that isn't a creature, and what does this do? It lets us draw more creatures. So these creatures, all of these things, onto the battlefield, keep as many alive as we can until we draw Nissa. We then put her down -7 and win. Since we will -7ing this will give all of our creatures +1/+1 for each forest we control and gain trample. Bear in mind we probably have 7 forests down if we're playing Nissa. We could have Boseiju. So if we have at least 3 creatures down, this is giving our creatures a total of +21, 21 and trample. In other words, that is giving them lethal on top of their base power stats. All of our creatures have got high power stats, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 3, 6, 6, etc. So if we do get Nissa down at turn 7 and we haven't been board wiped, we are going to win. We have the flexibility of playing Nissa early if we need to urgently destroy artifacts or enchantments or urgently start creating tokens, but in general this is being used as a 7-mana bomb. We're running 2 Titans of Industry as well, just to give us that little bit of extra top end, gain some extra life if we need it, and destroy artifacts and enchantments again if we need it. But ideally, we want to be drawing our Nissas. That is the deck. I've been playtesting this a little bit before recording. It is amazing fun, and it goes off. We're going to hopefully have some games like that in the video. I really hope you guys enjoy. Stay tuned till the end. There are some fun games in there, I promise. Okay, here we go. Mono green. On the play, beautiful hand. Let's do it. Get all of our lands down, then Cultivator. If we don't top a land, we can Cultivator and have 4 lands at the start of turn 2. Yeah, we didn't. Sweet. Could be a turn 3 Vorinclex. Not this time. Swing, swing. Clicks, 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 foreign clicks, clicks. Fury. Proliferates to put a counter on here, can double cast something with blue. Yeah, that's nice. Or cut down would be a good double cast against us. But not this time. Here's something for them to deal with. All we need now is a little Nissa off the top. Or a Titan. What you got? What you double spelling me with? Destroy spell? Go for the throat? Soul transfer, that's nice. Don't think we need to play this land. We could have with the Azusa, but we've already got 7. We can specialise this with this land. Shield of the Apocalypse. Okay, let's specialise you. This. So they have to block one of the 3s. They're back up to 3 life. That's nice, up to 5.
There are many secrets I don't know.
Still attacking. Maybe you've got to cut down to copy of you. Or I guess you could draw twice or something. Consider would be good. Fading Hope. It's pretty nice. Ah, thank goodness. quite enough, opponent. Not quite enough. They nearly turned it though. Good effort. Next game. Diamond. What is it? Diamond. Yeah, 1. We didn't have any cheap things, but meh. Red, red, red. It's always red in Alchemy, isn't it? Therefore green should do well. Still no cheap things. Fine. I think we'll start with Prowler instead of Tribute. Give them something to deal with. Could either slow them up or force removal out of them. Removal it is. Okay, we're down to 11. I think we'll play this. The thing is, if we put that in and they steal it and hit us with it, we're basically dead. Because it'll be a 5/4, 8 damage. Yeah, I mean, we're basically dead. Whereas this, we've got a bit more time in the bank if they steal it and hit us with it. Okay, they're going to continue smoking through. So, let's play this now. Put our 1/1 there. Do we hit? There's not very many good hits for us off the top of our deck. Jaheira and Cami, is it? So no, we won't. So we're taking 3, puts us on 4. I can play this now, but maybe I should attack with this. Got to look at 4. Oh man, how did all we find this land? That is so unlucky, man. So unlucky. We're probably dead now. Yeah, all they got to do is put the counter on the chick and they win. Okay. What's happening here? What? 9, 10 lands in 15? This is insane. We don't even draw because it's under 3 power. Oh my god, that is just so much land, dude. I know it's not like we drew that much, but oof, that we still drew a lot. Alright. Platinum opponent. Not that we're that much higher at the moment. Okay. This could be alright. Got a bit of expensive stuff, but... And it's not red, so that's a nice change. Ooh, this could be a really nice turn of events. Get the land out. If we don't draw another one, we can play Cultivator. This is possibly... okay. Naya Legends? Drew only 2 Jaheiras. I wonder if they are a Rebels deck. If so, they won't like these. We can block as well at the moment. Relic of Legends, well, I can get rid of that as well. Yeah, that's a bit annoying, but oh well. Sweet. Relic of Legends down. We just need to build up a board and get Nissa down. That's our plan. I don't think they're going to have huge amounts of disruption. No, that is okay. Just let it through if they attack. Nope. Defiler. No attacks. Yeah, they can give it haste with Alana and Alina, which means they can cast a legend for free from the top 6. Yeah. Yikes. Okay. Bit of a whiff. Do we kill this? I mean, they've got another one to cast for free, so I guess not. If we top a land, we just play Titan, buy ourselves a turn, because we need to get this to 7 lands so that we can trigger this. So let's just do one of these. We'll pass. So this is going to be a 9/8. That's okay, we've got a good block with these two. Let's see what they've got. Wonder if they're playing any massive legends. No. It's like a winnow to light, isn't it, this? You got any tricks you can do? Just gonna save it with the plaza. That's okay. For one creature, we stop them deploying more stuff, destroy the land, and we're nearly where we need to be. No artifacts or enchantments we want to destroy. We'll just gain the life so that we can take a bit more heat. And wait for a land, I suppose. Wait for that glorious land. It's gonna be on the top. 11-10. They didn't find any, so they could do the same trick again, but that's okay. We'll still have 5 creatures, which will be more than enough to win, so we might as well force them to do it, considering they can force it through a Skrelv next time. We want to block while we can. Nice thing about having such chunky creatures is we could deal with Alana and Alina for a while. Guess they could sack Hajar instead. Gives it +1/+0. That'll kill both creatures. Didn't think about that. 4 creatures are still enough to win if we draw our land. I think. Gonna get a 1/1 on everything. And then 7/7. So that's 28 extra damage. They've only got 8 to block with, so there's gotta be enough. I guess Wandering Emperor. They could have. That'll make it closer. Still think we've got it, even with a Wandering Emperor. Sweet. Game plan worked. It's always nice when that happens. Okay. Fuchsia. This is a nice one. Pretty much got exactly what we'd want to have. Little Cammy, you're in. Because if we draw a land, we've got Azusa. If we don't, we've got Cultivator. Both are good. Top decking a Jukai Liberator would be nice. But we are beggars and they cannot be choosers. Azusa it is. Then Cultivator. We could have a turn 3 Nissa if we want one. Blue-white is probably control in Alchemy. There are soldiers decks out there, but I doubt that's what we're facing. If it's soldiers, it'll be beautiful. We're so far ahead. 5 lands to 1. It's not like they've missed land drops, we've just got 5 lands. Okay, we'll definitely play the Cultivator, keep Nissa. Player with as much loyalty as possible is always pretty much the right thing to do. Got some kind of... Okay. Definitely control then. So if we top a land, we'll win. With no interaction. Like if they try playing something, yeah look, forest and we win, and that will just be the fastest thing ever. That'll do, doesn't have to be a forest. There we go. Good game. When it happens like that. Turn 3, they have 3 turns and then they got smashed. That is so very brutal, man. Okay, prof time. Diamond 1, this is not keepable on the draw. Where's all of our 1 and 2 drops? Better. Do we ditch Jaheira? I think so. Is it going to be mono red? Not mono red, maybe Rakdos. Sweet, play tribute. Yeah, it is Rakdos. Okay. Let's threaten to have a Jukai Naturalist. No, they don't want to remove that. Okay. At least Rakdos struggles with enchantments. Just passed. Fable or Crucius? It's one of the two. Fable. Then let's kill the Fable. Let's just not let them. Jaheira's a juicy target to destroy. Crucius, yeah, got both, good. Reanimated Traxodec, eh? Not expecting Vorinclex to live very long, but it's going to draw us a card and 2 forests, so... Wow. Yeah, we can attack. Before they get their Atraxa down, in case we do get what we need. We want to get them as low as possible ready. It's probably Atraxa coming back this turn. I don't think they'd have put it in there otherwise. Maybe they would. Still could be if they attack with their little dude. They could still Gix and have both. We might have denied them finding the cards they need by killing the Fable there. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, we'll play this. I think getting through some of these lands is a good thing, because then next turn we can flip Vorinclex if we don't get something better to do. Keep swinging with our 5/6. Sweet. Got a little bit careful trying to flip Vorinclex because could just be destroyed in response. It's a waste of 8 mana. But if we top a land now, which we've only got a 35% chance of doing, that will be our only real option. Have they got the means of bringing Atraxa back now? I wonder. Let's block with this in case they've got like a Molten Impact or something. Just going to harvest to that. No, just hard casting Atraxa. They needed the treasure. Okay. Ooh, it's not good for us, but it's not necessarily over. I mean, if we top deck a Nissa, we still win now. We'll have 18 damage on top of 11, on top of 21. 39 damage, even with the 7 gain, they're not getting through that. So give me a Nissa. Let's beat Crucius. Come on, dude. Do it for glory. That is not a Nissa, but it's not that far off. So we could flip Vorinclex, mill 10, put 2 creatures from among them onto the battlefield. Hard to turn down. Have they got a destroy? No. Okay. Pretty good choices. Yeah! Woo! That feels good, man. Okay. Oh, that last one, honestly, it was so nice. That made me happy. This is too slow, man. Stop this on the draw, giving me all this. Better. Can get rid of land because we've got Cultivator. What? Oh my god, no. I don't like it when they have this on turn 1 on the play. I'm gonna get toxic to death. I can't take it. Oh no, getting a hit in with this literally is so broken. One hit and all their other things get double toxic for the rest of the game. Like, obviously it's so unlikely that they'll get it, but when they do, it's just... If they can get Jaheira out the way, we're in serious, serious, serious trouble. This is almost worse than what we did, the turn 3 guild. This is even worse. I'm gonna play this. But look, they're gonna... We're basically dead already. Haven't had a chance to do anything. Come on, man. After that hard-fought victory, we get this. Basically, if you don't draw your 1-drop, you're just dead. You are dead. Oh, God. Okay. Can I be on the play? I just don't want that to happen again. We have not been on the play very much. No, we have not. And with all this mono red and that toxic nonsense around. Oh, this is nice. Cammy is nice. If we can just top a little land to play with Azusa, we'll be off. Having this against red is what it's there for there. Yeah. Yeah. Sticky fingers? What? Interesting. Gonna have to go with this first, I think. Now what? Have they got some expensive red stuff to be playing sticky fingers? Okay, they draw, yeah. They did the damage to this. Oh, yeah. That's nice. Oh, this is a 98 card deck. Whoa. Wait, what? Secret card. What just happened? Did they did they discard the raid bombardment with artillery enthusiast and not have any more 3-drops? That's some special work. I'm gonna play this because this is 3 life and a creature that will trigger this in case we don't draw more land. Is that what just happened? Okay. They did have another. Oh, because maybe they didn't have another one because this was one of them. No. Okay, fine. No. Imagine if they have a steel spell for this. It's not impossible. This is not the version of mono red we're used to. Raid bombardment version. 2, 3, yeah. But then okay, this comes in, that's nice. We do this, we do this. We do this. We don't attack. Because next time we Nissa and then we win. If we don't die. If for some miracle they kill us. Well, fair play. We now have good blockers for everything. They can't do 4 damage to us, can they? Please no. This could do 1. They can't do 3 damage to our face with 1 land open. Surely. What is this? How does it do 3 damage? It doesn't. It does 2. Okay, thank God.
Tell the king what witness my God's glory.
Oh my God. We nearly got absolutely crushed by this dude who like discarding his own cards. No words. Okay. Yoda. This is, I mean, fine. At least we've got a turn to play. And against a red again. how do these people not get bored? I mean, as part of my monocolor series, we're going to have to play mono red, but I just like to think that we're only doing it for science. Not because we just love living and breathing mono red every day. It must just get so boring. If they don't kill Jaheira, that would be very nice. Because it lets us get rid of the Kamano, gain 4 life. Something tells me Jaheira's not gonna survive. But let's see. That's not gonna help them get rid of it. Unless they've got a strangle. Okay, yeah, we're not blocking that. We'll definitely chuck away a land to kill that, gain 4 life, and then have a good blocker for the adversary. We'll definitely do that. Yeah, okay. I'm not sure why we have to get around there, but fine. Doesn't make too much difference to us. Solve them. Yikes. Vorinclex, I suppose. At least we can block this. But if we get lightning striked, we're going to be on 1. And there are things that do more damage than that. What's that battle called? That does 4 damage to face. That would be not what we want. That's what I was thinking about doing. This and the new battle. And then some Swift Spears and Shocks. I think it would be a fun little deck to play. Plus the dragon one maybe. Yeah. We've just got one more of those, then they win. Putting stuff on bottom is nice to see. Okay, so we can +7 twice, +14. We've got 8, that gives us 22, but they could block 6, so we don't win if we play Nissa now. So we have to play this and hope. Okay, actually, I should have played Nissa and plussed. That's what I should have done. Just have they got burn. That only does double, so it does 2. Have they got more? If they had more, they would have just done it. Which means we could have gotten lucky.
I must retreat. We will harness the power of unity.
And again, and again. It's just doing it to red players. That's what makes this deck feel good, man. That's what makes the deck feel good. We're on the play, so I'm going to keep this stupid hand. It makes it feel acceptable-ish. Because there are 8 top decks that... Wait, more than that. No, 8 top decks. That's all our 1 and 2 drops that will help this, which is a lot, right? And even if we don't draw them, it's not the end of the world. We can Cultivator, top a land, Vorinclex. We drew one now, but that's not that helpful. We're against another mono green, which is nice. Haven't seen much mono green around. Listen to this, it's just fun. That's just fun. Rigging back. Okay, So it's going to be even bigger green than us. It's probably going to be running that 8-drop sorcery. Probably. Plus Vorinclex plus Azusa is sweet. So do we Nissa to get rid of the fight rigging? Yeah, I think so. I think we do, right? We do this. We minus, just in case. I'm not sure what 4-drop there is, but we don't want to risk something happening. Why let them do anything fun? And we could just plus this every turn. We'll gain creatures. Yeah, Vorinclex, I think. Could have played these two, but actually that would have been quite good, exiling the rigging from their graveyard. Oh well. I just love Vorinclex into Azusa so much. Ripino. I think I've ruined their fun by getting rid of that, which is what we need to do. We need to ruin other people's fun and have our own fun at the same time. That's when you know you're winning Magic. Yeah, got your own Nissa.
You will listen to the will of the machine.
That's pretty good.
Fight beside us. Welcome, my companion.
Let's do one of these. Then we can do both of these. And let's threaten their Nissa next time. Unfortunately we can't ulti this, but we've got 8, so we can flip Vorinclex, which will probably be enough to do whatever we want. I mean, if we're not just winning. Rigging. They got any 3-drops? This is like the best 3-drop you can drop on this, right? So it's gonna end just be a 5/6 plus a 3/3. It's not enough. It's not enough. So if we just flip this, we could flip Vorinclex, but you know, in the interest of just trying to get on with winning, we'll just do this. They could like fight something of ours in response, or I don't know, probably not winning, are they? Nope. Our version of mono green, definitely better version. GG. Okay. Bin puller. Don't want you around my grenades. What is going on here? Do you know what? We've already played 9 games. We've got to lose one to land. Let's do it. Let's go. Top a land and then just keep playing these. We're on the play, right? What's the worst that can happen? Yeah, I guess dropping that is pretty bad. But if we do find a 3rd land next turn, we can play one of these and then this will flip and draw us a card. It's all part of the Magic Gods plan. Red, white. Man, you did not want that little Cami to survive. Just don't have any enchantment removal. That would suck. Imagine if they're running Destroy Evil. They're touching my enchantments. I don't like it. I don't like it when people do that. At least they would waste all this damage. Come on, dude. Stop me drawing my card. We've got more of them. Since we're not being threatened, we could just keep playing our value. What is this? Minimus Containment and Molten in the what is going on? I don't think I've ever seen this card played in Standard. It's a completely limited card. if they have a third one for this, that's just comedy. I mean, we're dropping a Titan on them, but if they minimus this, if they don't, we need to drop a land. I mean, it's not actually, yeah. Well, we can draw. Really? Or 4 in the top 13. 4 Tribute of the World Trees. True the World Trees. We kind of want them to block. Because this lets you untap all your lands, right? Yeah, sweet. Then we could play our 4th one. Why not? I should have played Jaheira, because we would draw. We put 2 counters on it and then draw with the other one. What is this? Red flyers and removal? Fun deck, but this has got reach. And this is not good for you. I guess if I hadn't had to sack all of these, I could have... Oh yeah, we draw 4 because we put 2 creatures down. Could have saved one of these, but oh well. Time to pull that pin, my friend. Time to pull that pin. This is vicious. What's going on here? Ah! Damn! That's pretty fun. Well done. The problem is we're just going to draw cards forever. What? Why is my sound now just showing me the shield breaking? Yeah. It's like, we'll never be below 7 cards ever again. GG. Those games, man. Those were good games. Okay, quick look at the stats at the end of the video. So, yes, 23 games in total with a 65% win rate over this lot. I mean, 23 games in an hour and 40 is pretty darn good. This isn't fair. I mean, what I want to do is look at this version of the deck, as I have made quite a few tweaks. You can see 5 different versions. Some of the earlier ones were less good. I'd like to use this version of the deck if I can. Now, red, yes, it is possible to struggle against red in Alchemy. I don't think it's this bad of a matchup. We're actually a good matchup against red. We just happen to have been on the draw a lot against red, and sometimes it can just snowball you. Obviously, stealing our creatures is going to cause us pain, but as you can see, this version of the deck, this is much more my experience. The last 12 matches, we've had a 75% win rate, which is absolutely beautiful in best of 1. Changing the tail swipes to the Defiler of Vigor was an actually inspired move. I've always been really nervous to not have any removal in the deck, because if you face something that's like, you know, easy to kill but a bit of a pain, having that little bit of removal can make you feel good. However, obviously the point of this deck really is to snowball, and I don't want anything that's going to be in the deck that's going to slow us down from that goal, and that is why this version of the deck is winning more. It's just focus on your goal, ignore that and ignore what your opponent's doing. It's an interesting way to play Magic, but I'm telling you, with this deck it works. I highly recommend this as a deck for climbing the ladder. 75% win rate. I think our mono white deck was about 70, 80, I can't remember, it was in a similar range, so I actually don't know what's better, this or the mono white deck. Maybe the mono white deck is slightly better, like going to have a higher win rate overall, but this plays much quicker games. That mono white deck dwindled some games out, didn't it? Because what we were trying to do is like stay alive, inch out over our opponent. This one is more just like crunch them in the face, throw all your creatures at them, and like, you know, that can be a more rewarding and satisfying way of playing, to be honest with you. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching the video. There were some really fun and tight games in there, and I encourage you to download the deck and have a go if you've got the wildcards to do so. It is a good fun one. We're not using loads of new cards, which is also an advantage, and it's relatively simple to play. Give it a go. Tell me what you think in the comments. I would love to hear it. Thank you very, 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 very much for watching. I appreciate it as always. See you next time. Bye for now.